Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see configure custom exclusions from Microsoft Defender Antivirus. Well, in general, you should not define exclusions from Microsoft Defender Antivirus. However, if necessary, you can exclude files, folders, processes, and process open files from Microsoft Defender Antivirus scans. These type of exclusions are known as custom exclusions, and this video will show you how to define custom exclusion for Microsoft Defender Antivirus with Intune, and you can also include links to other resources from Microsoft documentations. Well, custom exclusions apply to scheduled scans, on-demand scans, and always-on real-time protection and monitoring. Exclusions for process open files only apply to real-time protection. I will log on to the portal and show you how to configure the exclusions. Alright, I'm logged on to the Intune portal. Well, if you are using Microsoft Intune to manage Microsoft Defender for Antivirus or Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, you need to define exclusions. You can manage the antivirus exclusions in Intune for existing policies, or you can create a new antivirus policy with exclusions in Intune. If you are using another tool such as Configuration Manager or Group Policy, or you want more detailed information about custom exclusions, you need to please check the Microsoft documentation for that. So while I am on the Intune portal, I will go to Endpoint Security. I'll click on Antivirus. I don't have an existing policy, so I will create a new policy. I will select a platform. I'll go for Windows, select a profile. Microsoft Defender Antivirus Exclusions. Click on Create. Configuration Settings. We need to specify the exclusions here. Excluded extensions, excluded paths, or excluded processes. You need to mention the name of the process. Let's say I will type in notepad.exe, for example. Or you can add in the excluded extensions here, like PNG. Okay. This is the scoping tag. Next. Assignments, how do you want to assign this policy? And specify the users and groups to whom this policy should be applied. I'm not selecting anything because I don't have any groups created. I'll click on Next. I'll click on Save, and that is how the exclusions is defined using Intune. You need to mention few important points about exclusions. Exclusions are technically a protection gap, so you need to consider all your options when defining exclusions. And you need to review exclusions periodically, recheck and reinforce mitigations as part of your review process. Ideally, avoid defining exclusions in an attempt to be proactive. For example, don't exclude something just because you think it might be a problem. What I did here, I just wanted to show you how do you add a process or a file or the path, folder path name. Just do not exclude anything before doing the due diligence. And you need to use exclusions only for specific issues, such as those pertaining to performance or application compatibility that exclusions could mitigate. Review and audit changes to your list of exclusions. Your security team should preserve context around why a certain exclusion was added to avoid confusion later on. Alright, so this is what I wanted to share regarding how you configure exclusions through Intune. I believe this was informative for all of you guys. If you have any further queries, please mention them in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.